Hey guys, and welcome back to more CCLP2. For some reason, I went back to level 40. I'm not sure why, but we're on level 41. Ladder Need to Wash, another Drew Thomas level, and actually one of my favorites in this set. It's kind of like Victim from Chips Challenge 1 in that you have to deal with a lot of teeth and some dodging, and you actually do have to get out of this ladder in cases like that. It's also one of the levels that I have, or at least partially have, the record on here in CCLP2. And it took a while to find the bold route, or the route that eventually became the bold route for this level. It was actually pretty challenging, but it was totally worth it. So anyway, it's mainly those chips up top that are the challenge. So I'm just clearing all of these for now, and then I'm gonna go up there and grab those, and then come right back down and loop around to the exit. So that is the plan for now. It's probably going to go really badly here. But it didn't! Alright, good. We made it. So let's just run off into the exit area. I think there are better ways to handle that than what I just did, but thankfully we survived, so that's Ladder Needs a Wash. And we gave it a partial wash. Hmmm is a level by Eric Schmidt. And it's a really interesting one, too. So you kind of have to send these fireballs through this whole area here. So what you do first is you grab keys, and then you eventually get subsequent keys with each fireball sent through the toggle button here and everything. But in order to release the fireball into the maze, you have to press this trap button here first. So that makes things interesting. And I believe there's also a little bust in this level as well, so I'm going to try to see if I can remember that. Because yes, I don't exactly remember everything about all these levels, particularly if I haven't optimized them in who knows how long. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll try to see if I can remember here as we go along. Oh yeah, you can release both of the final two fireballs you can take care of at the same time, basically, which is pretty nifty. So let's try to see if we can make that work. Okay, yeah, it is that one. So what we're going to do is we're going to release that guy into the trap, and then we're going to take care of this one next. Because we have the green key, which is really helpful. And so we'll get a double toggle press here, which is nice. There we go. And we are off to the exits. So that was pretty much This level also features a hint that says, "Not, you're far from done." I'm not exactly sure what that's supposed to mean in the context of all this. And even in the original set, I'm not sure, like in Eric's original set, I'm not sure what that was supposed to reference. But anyway, Ray of Light is the next level. I love this level. This is a Tyre Thali level. It is just very well done. And it's just a lot of fun to play. And you have all this stuff to do here, and it's just really cool. And that's nothing. Okay. Well, so much for getting the bold route on that. And I almost died there. That could have been terrible. Anyway, we survived. Moving on to House Rink. This is a rather unusual level by Eric. Unusual in the sense that usually he's kind of more complex with his levels, and this one isn't, which is fascinating. It's an ice maze, and it's a really sparse ice maze. Like, there aren't really a whole lot of intersecting paths and places to go, and you can just go into the sockets right away, which is kind of odd. And then there's that random death trap for some reason. I don't know why, but I'll figure this one out. We'll get it. So let's go up here. I think this is part of the required solution, and yes, okay, good. So now we can walk on all the force floors, which is pretty awesome. That does not go anywhere, but I believe... Oh, wait, is this right? Okay, good. This does. This gets us the fire boots. And there is fire there, but I forget how to... Whoa. I forget how to get there. I don't think these... Yeah, that doesn't go anywhere either. So that was pointless. Let's go back over here. As long as we don't go up on that force floor slide, we should be okay. So this doesn't go anywhere either. And that just goes back. Okay. We'll figure this out. As long as we don't die, that's the main thing. And that just takes us back here again. Okay. This is getting a little old. Hopefully we can find a way out. Here we go. I forgot that that's where we actually got the suction boots to begin with. Okay. I think this goes to the flippers. Yes. Okay, good. I should have checked what was over there, but I think the right path is somewhere down through here. I know... I don't... Yeah, that doesn't go anywhere. There is this water tile over there. There we go. That's where it was. And I think this leads to the exit. And so far, this is just taking us on a long trip, but I think it does. Yes, gives us the skates, and we are out. Funhouse Rink is done. Breaking the rules. Whoop, I didn't quite read the hint. You'll have to break the baseball rules in this level. I don't mind doing that. I'm not a big baseball fan anyway, so... It's like, seriously, baseball is just... It's one of those sports I've never really understood. Like, I remember going on a trip... Oh, that was by Eric Schmidt, too, by the way. I remember going on a trip with with a group from church one time, and the game we went to was just really dull. Like, almost nothing happened. And just most of it, people were just trying to play psychological games with each other and trick each other and everything. And it was just really... I think it was the San Francisco... what's the San Francisco team? The Giants. I can't believe I forgot that. Against the Arizona Diamondbacks. And, yeah, like nothing really happened for most of it. So... My most memorable memory of the day was actually riding back on the bus on the way home, and I tried to use the bathroom, and I got stuck because it was like almost pitch black in there. And yeah, this whole invisible wall section, I actually have the editor open right now because I don't like that section, so I prepared for this ahead of time. So yeah, I know I technically cheated there, but it was worth it. But yeah, I got stuck in the bathroom. That was my Christian stall, by the way. And it was just the funniest thing. Like, once you shut the door and then turn the lock, the light on the bathroom comes on. And so I couldn't find the lock because it was pitch black in there, and I wasn't really being very successful feeling my way around the door and everything. So I was banging and banging and banging on the door for help, and eventually this lady who was with our group... that was a dumb idea. I don't know why I did that. But this lady who was with our group finally opened the door up and everything and showed me where the lock was. So I just put my hand on there and waited for her to just close the door with my hand on the lock. And then I tried, turning the lock, and then sure enough, the light came on. Well, I was really ashamed of that because, I mean, seriously, it just felt like the silliest thing to get stuck with. So when we were nearing home, I actually went back and told my dad, I want to go to the bathroom. And he was like, you just want to go to the bathroom because you want to try doing that thing again, right? And that was silly. I really need to stop having all these dumb deaths on this level. Like that. I'm trying too hard to optimize stuff when I shouldn't be. This is going to be the first major frustration of the LP right here, and I need to be more cautious about this. This is another Dave Borgman level. Hopefully I can concentrate now that I'm not storytelling. Yeah, this is another Dave Borgman level, and it's got some invalid shenanigans going on. Not really my favorite thing in the world. And then we have this section, which is not my favorite thing in the world either, but we made it through. So I'm going to try to be extra careful and not do anything silly here. And I want to say, okay, yeah, we need flippers. We have fire boots, and I happen to know that that suction boot is guarded by a red door and I believe a blue door that are under the floor. And we need all those yellow keys to get those 2 keys. So I'm going to use this opportunity to get the flippers so we can go into the lower left area. And from there, we should be able to get everything taken care of. So we also have all these blobs. And I was so focused on the blobs, I did that. I cannot believe I did that. Let's not be dumb about this. So yeah, I went back into the bathroom of this bus a second time, and it happened again. Like, the whole bus was even cheering for me as I was walking back there because they knew what had happened earlier. I mean, they heard all the ruckus and everything. So when I went back a second time, they were all like, yeah, JB, go do it, and no help this time, and everything. And sure enough, I got stuck again, and I needed help again. And it was really silly. But it was really memorable, though, so can't deny that. Okay. So we got all the chips, so we can go through here. Let's not mess up in the predictable glider section. That was seriously like one of the worst mistakes I could have made there. I'm one of those people who, when I see monsters and stuff, either I fixate on them like I did there, or I just step back by instinct. Okay, we made it. And for the record, I'm pretty sure everyone who optimizes noticed this, but I don't remember the bold route for this level at all. But I do remember the gist of this level, so that helps. Oh, whoops. This way? Nope. This way. There you go. Alright, Tele-Rooms finally done. Moving on to, and then there were 4? This level has always been kind of a mystery to me. This hint says, who is the 4th, with 4th and capital letters, and then you go in here and get some hidden fire boots. That's the only thing that's hidden, by the way. And then you go into a maze to get to the exit. I have always wondered what this level title means, and I have a theory. So Eric Schmidt, who designed this level, designed a series of levels entitled Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And then after those 3 levels happened in his set, and they all came at different times, eventually this level happened and was placed in the set. And I was wondering if it was a reference to the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So I don't know. It could be some song, I don't know, or it could be reference to Agatha Christie's and then there were none. I'm not sure. But anyway, on to arguably my favorite level of the entire set. Just a minute. I freaking love this level. It is amazing. It is an exercise in just illusions and just very well done level designing. So basically, you can only use 3 blocks in each area, so you can't get that chip there. But what you have to figure out is that you can just go into another area by doing that partial post there. And it is so well played. I just love that partial post. It was one of my favorite things in this entire set. I mean, for what this level is, it is something amazing, and I love it. So Smorgasbord is the next level. This is by Christian Stahl, a really fun variety level. And also one of the classic item swappers. It's also got a really nice design attached to it, and that's primarily because this level, unlike a lot of Christian levels, doesn't have super long, pointless corridors in it. So I really appreciate that a lot. So we have this section here, and I believe that goes into an area for, yeah, that goes to a closed toggle wall. We don't have the open switch yet, but we do see it right there. And this is the item swapping section that a lot of people think of when they think of this level, because it is pretty much a standard item swapper. Like, I really like this a lot. It's simple, but it gets the job done, and it doesn't really feel, you know, really tedious. I mean, I guess technically it is, but I think just because it's one part of a larger level, and once you're done with it, you can move on to something completely different. It becomes a lot more fun because of that, and that's something I appreciate. Also, I like how the password for this level is icy with 2 Y's. I guess this level is a little icy. Okay, so we have suction boots, and now we go back down here to get the chip. So now we're done with the item swapper. We can move on. The teeth that you can see right there, that's the one part of the level that is kind of hard to optimize because you can't see where the teeth is going. But it's not that bad. And nice equalizer with all the gliders. Okay, so let's go down here and take care of the teethy. I have no idea why I called him that. Okay, I'm pretty sure, yeah, okay, yeah, he's close. There we go. Alright, thankfully he dies, and you can use the thin wall maze that you have to go through yourself to help with getting him there too. So I was wrong, you actually can see the teeth, my bad. But I think for the first part you can't see the teeth. It's kind of a little tricky to get started, but the layout of that maze really does help. So I am thankful for that. Alright, so now we just need to backtrack and get that one chip over here. And it's just a matter of walking to the exit. So yeah, that was Smorgasbord. Really, really fun level. And now, time for the requisite ice level at level 51, the Lake in Winter. I do appreciate that the CCLP2 staff did think of levels to go into these slots that have the decade messages in them in Microsoft Chips Challenge, not in Tile World, but in Microsoft Chips Challenge. And this is one of those levels that it's tricky because it's deceptively simple. There are no ice corners to make this whole thing even harder to navigate, but it is a level that is difficult to navigate because the paths cross each other and everything. And that is a tough thing to negotiate. But I think it's a well-designed level. I really think it is. And I am willing to defend that. So, I can't remember if I actually went and did this. I feel like I did. Okay, maybe I didn't. Okay, here we go. Awesome. Not awesome. This way. It's also hard to keep track of where you've been. I mean, I suppose you could use the left-hand or right-hand rule for that, but it is still a bit tricky. Okay, yeah, that is where we came from. Good. I just want to make sure. I'm already getting myself turned around. But yeah, this level does a very good job of like making sure that none of these paths really loop around. That is quite an accomplishment. That goes nowhere. So let's go back to the checkerboardy area. And that goes nowhere either. This goes to someplace that I believe is new. And that's nothing. More nothing. Okay, this, I think, is new. Oh, wait, no, this is where I came from, right? Didn't I come from here? Or no, I didn't. Okay, never mind. See, I'm already getting lost. This is a sign that this level is a very well done maze. The problem though is that if you're here for too long, be careful about that. You also want to be careful that you don't miss anything, and I think I already tried all of this stuff. Yep, okay. So yeah, you want to be careful that you don't run out of time, because I want to say, I forgot if it was Rock or Josh who LP'd this and ran out of time. I think it was Rock, if I'm not mistaken. And I know down there, I don't know why I did that. Okay, let's go back. Wait, how do we get back? Was it through here? I think it was through here. I don't think I went down, but okay, we checked that. Anything over here? Nothing there. Okay. Okay, so I feel pretty good about that whole area now. And I think we looked at all this, didn't we? Trying to remember that now. I don't feel like I actually touched that up there, so. Now, is this the way back? No, that's the way to the other side of the checkerboard. What is the way back? I'm trying to remember that now. This way? No, that was the thing we hit. Okay, I'm officially lost. Okay, and none of the paths up here lead anywhere, right? Okay, except for that dead end. Alright, so I'm just gonna assume that there is another way out of here somewhere. Okay. How do you do this? I know there's a way to do this. Okay, I think it's that. Yep, okay, it's that. Good. Okay, that's a relief. That is a huge, huge, huge relief. I'm really happy about that. But I need to get out of here now. I know there's a way to do this. I think it's through here. No? Okay, I want to get to that square area. Because time is really running out now. Like, we're down to 3 minutes. And these slides take up a lot of time, which is part of the problem. Okay. Okay, that leads back to that. I don't want to do that. Okay, what am I missing here? This is really silly. Is it through here? Okay, I think it's through here. No? Not through there? Okay. Not through there. Good night, where is this? Okay, we got a chip out of that. That's good. At least we did that. But seriously, how do we get out of here? I could have sworn there was a way around that involved, like, this right there. Oh, wait, right here. I think this is it. Yep, this is it. Okay, good. Alright, come on, let's get this done super fast. Super crazy fast. Let's do this. Okay, that's the way to the exit. Okay, can we get the other chip from here? And I think the answer is yes. I think this is the path. No, that's not the path. Okay, so it's down here then. Alright, that was close. Lake and Winter. Oracle 1. This is a Sokoban level that was adapted by Dale Bryan. I don't remember if I mentioned that the Lake and Winter was an Eric Schmidt level, but in case I didn't, it is. But anyway, this level was adapted by Dale Bryan. I'm not sure what the game was that he adapted this from, but it's a Sokoban type game. And I gotta say, the sequel to this level, which comes toward the end of this set, is devilishly difficult. But I'm glad this level is here, because this really helps prepare you for that, which is nice. Because most of these block pushing movements are pretty simple by nature, so that's really appreciated. So yeah, it's just pretty much a matter of carrying a bunch of blocks down. Nothing terribly exciting here, but it's pretty fun. Pretty cool. So yeah, not a whole lot to talk about. Just this level. All the blue walls are real, by the way. None of them are fake. I think it was Rock who was LPing this level, and he actually tried all the walls just to make sure that there was nothing there, but thankfully there is nothing. That is one thing I do appreciate about CC2, is that there are decorative walls that you can use for situations like this instead of the blue walls that may or may not be real. So that's something I really, really enjoy about that game a lot. Yeah, if there's one thing that CCLP2 really did a lot of, it is Sokobans. Like, the set really capitalized on the fact that, well, particularly when it comes to trap buttons, because I think I may have mentioned this in another Chips Challenge Let's Play, but in the original Chips Challenge, there was something that a lot of people refer to as pedantic links mode. And what that means is that that's basically how the original Atari Lynx version of the game played. And one of the restrictions that the original Lynx had is that, and Chips Challenge 2 also has, is that if you're using red and brown buttons, the machines or the traps that connect to them in reverse reading order. So in other words, right to left, bottom to top. And they have to be wired that way, essentially. Like, you can't just arbitrarily connect traps to buttons or claw machines to buttons in whatever order you want. They have to be in that exact order. But when Microsoft's Chips Challenge came out, this restriction didn't exist. And when CCLP2, which was originally designed for Microsoft Chips Challenge only, came out, a lot of designers were like, well, hey, we can just do whatever we want. So Sokoban puzzles, where buttons are contained in, clusters, it doesn't really matter if they're pedantic compatible or not. This became more of a thing, and I'm really thankful for that. It's pretty awesome. So anyway, Security Breach is the next level. Now that you're in, collect the security cards and go on to the next room. Don't set of the security system. Unfortunately, a lot of typos were not corrected for this set. So anyway, this level, it can actually be beaten pretty easily. I think you can just hold down the button and it's just okay, as is. Yeah, so the tank doesn't actually set anything off by virtue of you doing that. In Lynx, you could not do that, but thankfully in Microsoft, it's totally cool. Killer Rooms. This is the first level of the set that I don't have the bold on as of this recording. And it's all due to this room. This room has slide delay shenanigans in Microsoft, and it's really annoying. And I'm not going to try to exploit that here because you guys do not need to see that. But it's a fun level. This is oh, by the way, the previous level was made by a designer named John Matthews, who only submitted a very tiny collection of levels, but the levels he got in the set were pretty fun. This level was made by Dave Borgden. And you got this huge open area out here, which I love. I love how there's all these monsters just going everywhere like this. It's pretty awesome. And you have to go back over here with your fire boots and go get these keys and stuff, so fun times. Technically, you don't really need that green key. I don't know why that's even there, except for, I guess, aesthetics' sake. Since it would be kind of awkward to not have all the color keys there. But that's Killer Rooms complete, and now we're going to move on to Dangers of Fire and Beasts. And I think I'll end the video on this level. This level is another example of something that had a long-standing bowl that got beaten after a long time. And I think that's the right button. If you press the wrong button, there's going to be a teeth that clones, but the right button opens the toggle doors here. Lets all the fireballs out. And now we can proceed with the rest of the level. But yeah, the bolt solution actually involves... I don't think that's safe. Let me just look around. I think you have to get some... Yeah, here we go, fire boots. So let's do that. And I think now we can go down here. But yeah, the bolt solution definitely involves putting a teeth monster there, which is quite a challenge because you have to deal with the teeth monster landing on that trap. And it just so happens that in Microsoft, in MS, the controller for the teeth, in other words, the thing that decides what direction the teeth comes out of when it gets into a trap, it's one of those weird bugs, is a walker that just is, it's totally pointless. It's just bouncing around near the exit for no reason at all. But yeah, it's just one of those things that, you know, it just has to be on the right turn for everything to work properly, and it's really annoying, you know, as an optimization type thing. But it's just funny how little things like that can make a difference. So that's Dangers of Fire and Beasts. That was also designed by Rolf Redford. Pretty fun level. It's probably one of my favorite Rolf levels ever, actually. So in the next video, I think we're going to move on to Planet of the Teeth, another Dave Borgman level. But for now, I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to go to sleep and end this recording session for tonight. So until next time, guys, thank you all for watching so much. I really do appreciate your support a lot. It means a lot to me and the channel. And if you like this video, be sure to smash that like button, and I will catch you on the flip side. So take care, and I will see you then.